Good morning, happy Thursday. I didn't know what day it was. I did not vlog yesterday. Oh, let me go grab my breakfast sandwich. Okay, so I just toasted my breakfast sandwich up in the air fryer. I've had one of these every day this week. I have one left for tomorrow. I started with them on Sunday and it has been fantastic. I do have another idea for breakfast type thing, but having something like this that I can just throw in the air fryer has been so great. So if you have not seen this, I did post it in Monday's What I Eat video. It was also a meal prep video. So it shows you the breakfast sandwiches. It's the 100-calorie English muffins from Thomas. It has some turkey lunch meat and egg whites, aged white cheddar cheese, and turkey bacon. Really good, and it's like 30 grams of protein. And I think together I've been also having watermelon every day, and just depending on how many grams of watermelon that I do, I'll pop it up here. What I had today, I think it was 270 something. My breakfast has been just around like 300, I'm gonna say $300 300 calories. My coffee, I kind of over poured. I'll put it up here. I think I did 116 grams of my nut pods. It just, like, I don't know what happened. I was actually, they were both almost empty, and I for some reason thought there was a lot less in the chai than there really was, and it just went poof. So I added a little bit more coffee, but it had the La Colombe coffee cold brew and then these nut pods. So I have the chai and the cinnamon swirl, and both of these are empty. So that'll be my breakfast. I am doing really well, you guys. I am going to do a video that'll be up, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, so this video will be up on Friday, so it'll be up on Saturday. I'm going to do kind of my thoughts, because today's day 18, so it's almost 3 full weeks. So I want to kind of get my thoughts on 3 full weeks of doing calorie counting and watching my macros and tracking everything and weighing and measuring, my thoughts on it. Also my results so far, and just some things that I've learned. So that video will be up on Saturday. I'll film it tomorrow, probably as part of, I'll probably do that plus show you like what I'm eating. It just depends on how long the video gets, but anyway, so I will definitely be sharing that with you on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I still have another tip. Today's day 19, yesterday was day 18, so I said I would do this for a full 30 days, and so far tracking every single day, so it's going really well. Okay, it is 7:14. I need to head off to work. I've been doing leftovers for lunches. I've been just doing salads. Oh, you've been doing the barbecue chicken, but I think I only have like a half of a piece left of the barbecue chicken. But I do have a few of the Hawaiian teriyaki chicken burgers, which were so amazing. They weren't like nothing really to look at as far as, you know, they look kind of pitiful on the plate, but they have so much flavor. That G. Hughes teriyaki sauce is amazing. So I may just like cut one of those up into a salad, or I may just have that for lunch today. I've had salads every day this week, so I'm out of romaine. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll just have almost what I had for dinner the other day, which is the cottage cheese and the burger and whatnot. And then dinner tonight, I will share that with you. I'm doing the Texican burgers, so I will definitely show you how I put those together. So that'll round out today's video. But anyway, I need to head off to work, so I will show you what I end up having for lunch today. Hey guys, so it's lunchtime and I'm having the weirdest lunch ever. So I was sitting down talking to my husband, and while I was doing that, I meant to get some hummus out to have with my pretzel crisps. So I had some of those. I finished the bag and I don't have it anymore because I took the garbage out. Snack Factory, I want to say. I showed them in my grocery haul. It had the what did it have? The everything but the bagel seasoning is what they were. So I had 11 of those, which is a serving. It's like 110 calories, something like that. And then I'm having just a really super weird lunch, y'all. I just wanted to try to clean things out of my refrigerator. I did not feel like having a salad today. Plus I was out of my romaine, so I would have had to break into my spring mix, which I want to kind of wait to open until Friday and Saturday and have that for my lunches before I go grocery shopping. So anyway, so I'm just cleaning stuff out. So I'm having a yogurt is what I'm eating right now. So I had those pretzel crisps. I meant to have them with hummus, but I got to talking to my husband, end up eating all those with the no hummus. So I'm having a coconut Too Good yogurt, and then I'm having some Jello with the Cool Whip on there. I'll show you kind of a close up of everything I'm having. Oh, I think I'll go ahead and have a couple of mandarins as well. So that'll be my super strange lunch. I'll be really low calorie today, I think, because I don't think dinner is going to be that high, which is kind of a bummer because one of the things I want to talk about in my wrap up kind of app for 3 weeks, you know, my 3-week kind of progress report on this calorie counting thing. One of the things is I'm noticing that I have the best results and I feel the best when I hit my calorie goals. So we'll see where I end up today. I may need to add some stuff in if I'm hungry later. So I'm just going to kind of watch it and see what happens. So anyway, let me show you kind of my strange lunch. And then it's more like a snacky lunch. Let's just call it that. And then the next thing you're going to see is me after work, and I will show you what dinner is going to be. So just so you can see it all together except for the pretzel crisps, this is my really random lunch for the day. Hey guys, okay, it's time to start making dinner. I am making, I told you earlier, Texican burgers is what it's called. Now I looked over the recipe. I did, honestly, I did not really look at the recipe when I first grabbed it. It just sounded good, and I just glanced over the ingredients, made sure I had everything. But after I looked at it closer, I don't like that it is, I'm sorry if it's kind of loud, my front door is open. It's just so beautiful outside. I just want to let some sunlight in, but it's like our road is like a drag strip. I'm not even kidding. It's 25, but people go at least 60 down. It is insane. Anyway, one thing I did not like about this recipe after looking at it is that it doesn't have a lot of spice, and considering it's like a Texican, Mexican type burger, I feel like it should have more spice. So like the burgers themselves, it just says 4 patties. I guess you're supposed to make them however you want. I want to make them a little bit, I want to spice them up a little bit. So for the patties themselves, I have some 93.7 ground beef, and instead of just adding salt and pepper, I'm going to add some taco seasoning. So this is my homemade taco seasoning. I do have a video on this. It is called DIY Seasonings. It was just only like a couple weeks ago, so you should be able to find it pretty easily. I have like 5 DIY seasonings in there, and I am working on another video for some of my other favorite seasoning blends. So, but I'm out of jars, and I'm kind of decide whether or not I want to buy new jars or if I want to just go and wait till I use up some stuff that I'm not using. Anyway, that's not even about this. So, taco seasoning, I'm going to put some of this in there. I figure it just adds a little bit of something to it, you know? So the burgers are going to have that. I'm just going to do a basic burger patty. Nothing fancy in it. I'm literally just going to add some of that taco seasoning. I plan on cooking these in my air fryer just to make it simple. I don't feel like firing up my gas grill outside. And my grill in here, we have a really bad ventilation system in here. I'm looking at possibly getting a smokeless grill and doing something like that. So there's actually a couple companies that have reached out to me over in the last like a couple of months, but I've been so bad about answering my emails. And one of them had a smokeless grill, and I thought, I don't really, I don't know. But then I thought I've never tried one before, so I thought I might just go ahead and try them out, because then I wouldn't have to worry about this stuff when I want to fire up my, gas grill outside. Anyway, so I'm just going to do them in the air fryer. So I'm kind of just making basic patties with some taco seasoning. So we have that. And then you top that with some cheese. So I'm going to do some Monterey Jack cheese. I tried to get Monterey Jack slices, but my store was sold out. So I got the shredded cheese. So we'll just sprinkle some of this on there. And after the burgers are cooked, I'll sprinkle some of this on there and just put them in my air fryer. Or maybe even just do the microwave. It might just be easier. But I'll be putting some Monterey Jack cheese on top. And then I'll also be serving it with some avocado slices on top. Because to me, a Mexican type burger is not the same without an avocado. Now the pico de gallo. I'm going to make some pico de gallo go with this. I'm just going to use the recipe that was on there. I have made it in the past, just my own recipe, but I thought I'll just try this one out. It's not much different, besides this one does have jalapeno in there. I've never put jalapenos in my pico de gallo before, but so I'm going to put some jalapeno in there. We have some cilantro. So it's 1 to 2 jalapenos, however many you want. I'm just going to do 1 because other people are going to be eating this that doesn't like as much spice as I do. So I'm just going to do 1. So 1 of these like diced up pretty finely, and then you'd use, it says 2 tablespoons of cilantro. No, we'll be putting more because I'm on the pro cilantro trend. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love cilantro. You can leave it out if you do not like it. I'll be putting quite a bit in there. And then it says 2 Roma tomatoes. There's some bad spots on these tomatoes, on a couple of these, so I actually have 3. So I'm just going to piece together some, you know, the good spots out of these tomatoes. My produce lately in my grocery store has been terrible. I'm hoping this weekend it's a lot better. And then red onion. So we need 1/3 cup of red onion. And then we're gonna do some salt, of course, and then a tablespoon of lime juice. That'll be the pico de gallo. So I will show you all that. We'll get these burgers together. Isn't that easy? I mean, so easy, but again, like I said in my air fryer video, you know, you don't have to make like weeknight meals, don't have to be just boring. I mean, it's fine if they're boring. I mean, that's just what you like. But sometimes I like to mix things up and just like, I could have a burger, yes, but why not make it kind of fancy? And I will be just doing these bunless. I'm out of romaine lettuce, so I can't wrap them in lettuce or anything. And I don't have any low-calorie buns. I just don't have anything, but bunless is fine. So I'm just going to do these bunless, and then I'm going to put all this into this is what I've been doing as far as like meat to make sure it is cooked. It's like I'm tracking it the right way with the ounces, because of course when you cook it, it cooks out some of the, you know, doesn't weigh as much cooked. So I'll be making 3 patties out of this pound of ground beef, because only 3 of us will be eating it. So I'm going to do 3 patties. So I'm going to track it in my Lose It app with all these ingredients together with the amounts that I'm using, and put in 3 servings, and then that way it's done. I don't have to worry about measuring out the cheese. I don't have to worry about weighing all this stuff again, you know, to put it individually. I just do it as a recipe, and then that's how I do it. It may not be the most accurate, especially when you're talking about like with the grams of tomatoes and things like that, but the avocado I will do separately, because I can go way overboard on the avocado. So this will be weighed out separately, but as far as the rest of the ingredients, it's just be all put in at one. Okay, let's get cooking. All the components of the pico de gallo are cut, so I'm gonna weigh this out individually into my bowl on my scale in grams, and I will write those down so that way I can put them on my tracker, and then I know exactly what to build for this recipe. So I have the Roma tomatoes, cilantro, jalapeno, and the red onion, and then I'll add in the lime juice and the salt, and that'll be our pico. And then I'm gonna get the burgers ready, and we're just gonna air fry those. And yeah, this is gonna be a great dinner. Just wanted to show you guys that I am also weighing out each patty, so they're exactly the same amount of grams. And I know a lot of people have been asking me, and I'll address this in the video tomorrow too, is this been really tedious? And it's not. It's really not the big a deal. I just keep my scale right on my counter, and then I just do my measurements. It's really not that huge of a deal. Yeah, at least I haven't had an issue with it. Now ask me again, you know, later on, and it may. But today and these last few weeks, it has been just fine. Here are the burgers. So they have taco seasoning in them. So I'll just put that. I already put salt in my taco seasoning, so I did not add any additional salt. I thought I may sprinkle a little bit more extra taco seasoning, but I think it's fine. I put quite a bit in there, probably about a tablespoon and a half. So I did put quite a bit in there. Yeah, and like I said, there's tons of things in here: garlic powder, onion powder. So I think it'll be plenty flavorful. So I'm gonna put these at 400. I'm gonna do them for 7 minutes, and then flip them over and do them for another 7 minutes. And I think those should be pretty cooked through. And they are pretty lean. They're 93.7, so they probably shouldn't shrink down too much, but they'll shrink down just a little bit. So we're gonna put these in there. Here is the pico. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? And then after these are all done on both sides, I'll put the cheese on there and probably just throw them back in the air fryer just for like 1 minute, and they'll be done. So I'll show you when we get to that point. I weighed out a serving of cheese for each one. These have been 7 minutes on each side, so I'm just gonna do a minute just to get that cheese melted. Okay guys, dinner is ready. Let me show you what it ended up looking like. So I have 2 of the burgers with some of the pico de gallo, 61 grams of avocado, 113 grams of cottage cheese, which is a serving, and this looks amazing. Let's try this. My hair is like all over the place. I get my hair done tomorrow. I want to get a little bit, burgers are cooked perfectly, you guys, perfectly. They are just nice, they're just a little bit of pink. Okay, we have some of the pico on there. That pico is really good. And If I hadn't put that taco seasoning in on the burgers, it would not taste as good. So I will have the original recipe link down below, but I highly, highly, highly recommend that you add some taco seasoning to the burger patties, to your meat, because it would have been way too bland without them. So definitely do that. Monterey Jack cheese I think is perfect for this, but Colby Jack cheese and stuff would work too. But you guys, what a good dinner. And what I love about this is it's still low carb, but it's healthy. I'm adding in, you know, the lean protein. I got all those fresh veggies on top. Good protein with the cottage cheese. Good fats with the avocado. It's just such a balanced meal. And that's what I'm loving about this way of eating, is I can really make some good balanced meals. Yes, is this a good low carb keto friendly meal? Yeah, definitely. But it's also just, I don't know, it's so good. I love that fresh pico de gallo, you guys. I usually buy pico de gallo, and it just, even though it's like it from the deli, it does not taste as fresh as this. And this was so easy to make. I need to quit buying that stuff and just make my own from now on. I really do, because this is ridiculously easy. I mean, it took no time at all. And it just tastes so much better than the store-bought kind. So definitely make your own pico. And I like this with the jalapeno in it. I don't normally do that, but yeah, it's really good. Okay, I will be back to let you know what my day ended up being like with calories and all that. I'll be back and let you know. So I'm going to wrap up today's video. I ended up eating 1.5 of those burgers, so I only tracked it as 1.5 servings. I only ate about half of my cottage cheese, but I'll just keep that on there. So I ended up with 1,312 calories, so I have 111 left for the night. I may have a cup of coffee, but I'm just using nut pods, so that'll be like 30 calories maybe at the most. But I may not even have that. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm gonna go read. I finished my first June book, you guys. This is how terrible reading has been. I just have not been wanting to read. So I finished a book early yesterday evening, and then I started a new one last night, and it is so good. I cannot wait to read it. That's how good it is. So I will have a book review video up at the end of June, first week of July probably. That'll be May and June books. I only read 3 in May, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at them. I have a really bad memory, so I'm gonna have to refresh my memory on those before I do my reviews. And then I will have at least 2 books for June. I have a feeling I'll finish this one that I'm reading right now. I'll probably finish it tonight or tomorrow. And then I'll probably read another one before June 30th. So I probably have 5 or 6 books in the book review video, and then hopefully in July I'll be back on the reading and just have, just enjoy. I'm just having a lot of fun reading. I think I'm gonna find some like summer reads or something. Right now I'm reading a lot of mystery because that usually gets me back into the mood of reading. But I do have a few like summer, like beachy type of reads that I will probably read. So anywho, hope you guys have a fabulous night. Tomorrow's video, so actually you'll see this on Friday. So Saturday's video is going to be a progress report, kind of check-in of 3 weeks on my counting calorie challenge. Today was day 19 that I just finished, I believe. So I'm going to do kind of a 3-week check-in, and I'll let you know how my weight's been doing, what I think about this, just all my thoughts. That'll be in Saturday's video, and I will kind of let you know what I think is going to happen afterwards, and all of that. But anywho, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.